Hey guys, What the 5 here with episode number 1 of the Monaco career mode on FIFA 21. Before we get into anything, we're going to be back now. We're going to be back for the foreseeable future. Today is April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. Obviously, the last upload was on the 16th of February 2021, so a month and a half ago. You know, I lost motivation to play FIFA, and I think a lot of people have as well. I think it's got to that point where the game is just so poor and there's no future. I can't see EA updating it to making it good for at least the remainder of this year. So yeah, I kind of gave up on the game. I'm a little bit more motivated now. I've picked a good team in Monaco, as you can see by the thumbnail and by the title. I think Monaco's a team a lot of people can relate with. Obviously back in, what was it, FIFA 16? They got that big takeover. They had João Moutinho, they had Falcao, they had James Rodriguez. So I think a lot of people have done a Monaco career mode before. They've got a lot of good relationship with them. They're not a bad team. They're not a team that everybody dislikes. And I just want to try and make this one a bit of fun, basically. I'm not going to try and make it ultra realistic. I'm going to sign players that I like. I'm going to try and do some youth scouting, which we haven't done to the best of our ability so far this year. We've only really done 1 and 2 season saves. You know, we want to get the likes of Kylian Mbappe. We want to get the likes of Thierry Henry through that academy, that famous Monaco academy. And even then, the scouting from Monaco is world class. You know, Bernardo Silva, Fabinho, Antonio Martial, Carrasco. So many good players have come through and played for Monaco at one point or another, and they've either been sold on for a lot of money or they've helped them to do incredible things. Obviously, they went on that really good Champions League run, only knocked out by Juventus. They knocked out Man City. Mbappe had a great game. Falcao. It's just a really fun team. It's got a decent history of bringing through good players and also a great academy. One of the best players to ever play the game, especially one of the best Premier League players to ever do it in Thierry Henry. If we can have another player like him come through, that would be incredible. But yeah, this is it. This is going to be a nice long save. We're going to keep going. Even if we win the Champions League, I'm going to move on to a different team in the same save file, just so we can kind of create stories with some players. We can grow some players to be as high as possible, and maybe after that we'll go and do a proper RTG in League 2 or something, going from the bottom of the English League right to the top. But as you can see, we haven't really made any signings so far this episode. I just wanted to test out the squad, really. With Ben Yedder up top, the Rat King, the Sweat King, Ben Yedder. We should be getting a lot of goals with him this season. But the squad for Monaco is a really good one. It's a mixture of young talents with older, more experienced players, especially in that defence. I think I've got 2 21-year-olds as my 2 centre-backs, and I think I've got a 20-year-old and maybe again another 21-year-old in my 2 midfielders. So I'm very excited to where this team could go. And do I even need to make any youth playing signings? I've already got quite a few here. Maybe the signings I do need to make will be, again, those experienced players to come in that are already higher rated, just whilst we evolve our players that we've currently got in the squad. As you can see, the first chance there comes through Volland, and this is something here I want to bring into this squad, into the whole thing, into the FIFA career mode. I don't see anyone else doing this. I thought I'll take advantage of that and I'll try it out myself. So you saw there Diatta went down in the box, or I think it was Diatta, it might have been Gelson Martins. Went down in the box. Play continues as it does in real life. Gregorich turns him out really nice. It's a great sweeper keeper there by Lecomte. Tries to dink him, but it is over the crossbar. But right here, VAR, it is Gelson Martinez, but you can see there, he did in fact get the ball. There's no foul, no penalty to be given there. He did get the ball. So the referee runs over to his monitor, comes back, flashing up on the screen, no penalty. So just tell me down below if you like that. If you don't, again, we can take it out. We can scrap it. That's completely fine. But a chance here, 25 minutes into the game, 30 yards out. Perraud stepping over the free kick. He's got a nice one on him here as it dips. But Lecomte can quite easily catch that one. It kind of lost its energy before it got to the goal. You know, if that was maybe 5 yards closer, would have been real problems there because it still would have had the power. Thankfully for ourselves, it was not. And another chance here, the defence has gone napping. And again, trying to dink our keeper, this time hitting the crossbar. Closer to the one earlier, but still no cigar as we look to go down the other end just before half-time and maybe sneak ourselves a 1-0 goal advantage coming in at half-time. But Ben Yedder's not quick enough, he's not strong enough, and Stade Brestois do get the ball away for the second half. But as I said, they have been very good, and we're kind of struggling here. You know, the 4-4-2, it's not a formation I'm entirely used to. I'm probably going to switch to the 4-3-3, which will involve dropping either Volland or Ben Yedder. And with Volland missing chances like that, I think you know who is going to get dropped. It is going to be Golovin coming on for Volland. We sort out the tactics. We kind of go for a little tactical change from the 4-4-2 into the 4-3-3 mid-game. And hopefully we can have some success with that. Because I just find if I've got two strikers, I need a cam in behind them in the 4-1-2-1-2. But with one striker, I can do perfectly fine with some wingers as Golovin tried to play the ball to Martins, but again, counter-attack here from Stade Brestois, and they've got a real chance here. Thankfully, we do get a head on it. Thankfully, we do get the ball away. But yeah, this career mode is going to be different. Recommend some players you want me to sign down below. Obviously, we've got a little bit of money. I'm going to look to sell on some players. I will say now, I've already completed a few episodes ahead, because I wanted to get into the grind. I'm actually enjoying playing this career mode, so I didn't really want to stop recording, as we do go 1-0 up here through our young centre midfielder. But yeah, so this window has already been done. We've still got a bit of money left. We've still got a couple of players we could sell, but in the next episode you will see the player that we do decide to sign, and I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. You boys should enjoy it. He's a channel legend, is all I'll say. But a tackle there. We're going to VAR again. The referee's doing the old rectangle box with his hands, but you can see very closely, by an inch, we get the ball. Decision has been made, no penalty for the second time in this game. Thankfully, though, they don't get the penalty. Thankfully, they don't get anything from that corner. The ball just rolls away as we do pick up all 3 points in the first game of the season. Let's go. Great way to start the season. It wasn't even it was our centre midfielder and one of our more defensive midfielders scoring the goal, but it was a hell of a finish. I'll give him that. But we come into the second and final game of the episode, taking on Stade Rennais. They are a team who are in the Champions League right now. They've lost a couple of their big players, likes of Rafinha going to Leeds. They lost Mendy to Chelsea. So maybe two of the reasons why they did get Champions League football. I'm not too sure. My knowledge on Ligue 1 is not all that. But there is a glitch there in that lineup. We are starting with the 4-3-3, not the 4-4-2 with Martins and Ben Yedder up top. It's a 4-3-3 that you saw at the end of the previous game. And it's worked out quite nicely here as De Silva, not the quickest of centre-backs. He's forced across to come and mark Diatta. He's just going to cut inside with a lovely bit of skill. He's got a man in the middle in Martins, but instead he goes to Golovin. Golovin a little 1-2, back to Aguilar, and Gelson Martins in the middle. The ball's drilled across the face of goal, and he just taps it into the back of the net, making it 1-0, and that is what we want. Instead of a goal kind of midway through the second half, we want to start fast, we want to get the ball moving, we want to get the goals flowing, and that is exactly what we've done in this game. As another through ball here from Gelson Martins through to Ben Yedder, against, again, the slow speed of Da Silva, cuts inside, just wiggles about a little bit to find the space, and he then just slots it past Gomis, who is in the net for Stade Rennais, making it 2-0. I think big things are going to come from Ben Yedder this season, and again, I think he's 29 or 30 years old, so a new backup striker who could penultimately turn into the first team striker, because I'm not liking Volland. As I said, I've recorded a bit ahead. Volland misses some big chances in the up-and-coming episodes. So, again, a lovely bit of skill there by Diatta, though. Maybe we could convert one of them into a striker or something, but Ben Yedder, he's coming up on 30. You know, on FIFA, it's hard to maintain a player's kind of ability and potential when they do get over that age of 30. But you've just got to hope that by scoring a lot of goals, by keeping up the assists, by keeping up the numbers, you can keep him at that level. As a chance here, I thought it was a penalty. Obviously, you know the rules. If it's on the line, it's a penalty. And that seemed to me like it was on the line. but very, very, very close to the line, apparently. I mean, it's a video game. It's probably going to be right. Like, how many times is a game going to be wrong? Obviously, EA, they love messing up their game, so again, there's going to be chances in the game where it will be wrong, but when it comes to things like that, I think they've got the lines, they've got it all calibrated, they know that kind of stuff. But we do come into the end of this episode. We're ending it off in the game against Stade Rennais. We got the victory in this one. We won in the first game against Stade Brestois. That's 6 points out of 6. We could have a title charge this season, coming against PSG, coming against Pochettino's PSG, who aren't playing the best in real life, but they're playing well in game. It's going to be difficult to dethrone them. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I have enjoyed recording it. I've enjoyed editing it. I've enjoyed the new features we've added in. So please, 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 if you have enjoyed, please like, subscribe. I'll see you for the next one tomorrow. Peace.